our objective on the night that we first made contact was a North Vietnamese rocket squad. This was in June or July, I think, of 1968. I'm not exactly sure. They were using squads of men who fire 122 millimeter rockets into the middle of Saigon. It was basically a random bombardment. Pretty terrifying. And so we never thought we'd have a chance of finding one of these guys. We didn't know exactly where they were, but we knew they were firing from a certain distance in a certain direction from the middle of Saigon. So we went up there, and that's where we inserted. We crawled up onto the bank after making the underway insertion, and we were all facing inland. And I just happened to turn around and look behind me. Meanwhile, the PBRs had continued up the river, and I saw a 10-meter sampan with about 6 guys in it coming up in the dark from. We had just passed them. They had obviously pulled under some overhanging brush on the riverbank, and we'd probably gone within 10 or 20 feet of them as we went by, but we couldn't see them. And so these guys, thinking that, having no idea that we were there, came up right behind us. So I saw this, and I'm desperately trying to get the attention of the guy to the left and the right of me, and I did manage to do that. And then they were right in our kill zone behind us. So I just kind of rolled over, faced the enemy, and put my weapon on, not full automatic, but semi-automatic. In other words, single fire, by mistake in my excitement. And instead of when I initiated the ambush, when I opened fire, instead of getting a whole magazine worth of bullet, I got one round out there. Fortunately, the man next to me was the stoner man. He had a fully automatic machine gun, and he took him under fire. And everybody else then saw what was going on and took him under fire. So we eliminated that rocket squad, and we didn't know who they were at the time because the sampan sunk, and we killed all the guys there. But we came back the next day to find out what was in the sampan, and it was 122 millimeter rockets. So that was a great operation.